Today we will continue with our class 10 commercial applications chapter marketing mix, which is having the 4 P's. Yesterday in our last lecture we have already studied about the various types of the elements of marketing mix, where we had seen the 4 P's, and there we have seen the product, the price, the place and the promotion mix. Today, my dear students, we will continue with that and we will study a very important topic, which is called the product life cycle. Now if you see to the board, and it says here product life cycle. Now moving further, the graph is given there. We will discuss the graph, but before that I will come to you and talk to you that like a product, like human beings have a length of life, the product also, there is a life cycle of the product, which for some product the life cycle may be short, but for some it may be long. A product cycle begins when the product is launched in the market for sale. After it goes through different stages, and finally the product dies. As the human person is born, grows, and then becomes matures, and then ultimately dies off, similarly is for the product. There are several stages which we will discuss later on. The duration of each stage may differ for different products. Some products take years to pass through the introduction stage, whereas the other products may be accepted in a very few weeks. Further, not all products go through all the stage. One thing should be very clear. All products do not go through all the stage. Some fail in the initial stages, while the others may reach the maturity stage after a long period of time. For example, if you see introduction stage of one market, black and white TV in a remote village, black and white TV in a remote, and in the maturity stage in another market was black and white TV in Mumbai. In the remote stage, it was just the introduction stage. It was just introduced. People just came to know about the black and white TV, but Mumbai had already known, and in Mumbai it was at the dying stage, or you can say not dying stage but at the maturity stage. The product life cycle is not a universal law but an ideal type or standard against which the life of the product may be prescribed. As we see this graph, my dear boys, we see that the product is moving and there are different stages. First one is the introduction stage, growth stage, maturity stage, decline stage, and then abandonment stage. That means the product has to pass through various stages. 5 stages are given here. If I mark you, it is the first stage, it is the second stage, third stage, fourth stage, and the fifth stage. As just now we have studied that if you see, sales volume and profit vary from stage to stage. The sales and the profit is given on the x-axis. As you know about the x-axis and the y-axis, in mathematics you have studied, and thus I have not made the x-axis and y-axis because it is already understood by a class 10 student who is already studying maths. And thus on the one side it is sales and profit, and on the other side it is time. As the time passes, my dear students, the product passes through the different stage. The management emphasizes on different elements of marketing mix. The marketing mix also differs from stage to stage. Different stage in product life cycles are like first one. Now we move to the first stage given here was the introduction stage. And the introduction stage, what is introduction stage? Now we will study. Introduction, the word itself says that the product is born. It is born. Born where? In the market. It may be entirely a new product, or may be a new version of some existing product. The firm informs the market about the existence and features of the product. Competition is not there. We say virtually it is absent. Market is limited, prices are relatively high, and little is only known about the product, innovation. Growth in sales volume is at a low rate because it is the initial thing. People do not know about that product. It is very less or no competition. Growth in sales volume is very low rate due to lack of knowledge. Nobody knows about it. Prices are usually high. Please mark this point. When there is the introduction stage, the prices are usually high. And why it is high? Because small scale of production and heavy promotional expenditure. Sale is less, production is small, and expenditure is very high. Thus, introduction stage is characterized by high cost, low sales volume, limited distribution, and high prices. This stage is very risky, remember, because a high percentage of new products fail during this period. Because this is a very risky stage. We say that a child is born, its survival is very risky. And similarly is the product. When the product time is there, when it is born in the market, whether it will be accepted or not, it is a disadvantage here that it is very risky because maximum number of products fail in the initial stage. In this, some strategies have to be employed so that in the introduction stage, the products become successful. First strategy, proper advertisement and publicity of the product. My dear students, some advertisement and publicity has to be done so that there should be money back, for example, money back guarantee. If people are getting some money back guarantee, they will love to try a new product. Now, second point in the strategies of introduction stage is attractive gifts to customer as an introductory offer. My dear boys, today the scenario is that we are just wanting anything for free. Anything and everything for free, we take it. And attractive gifts are given for free. The customers are attracted and they start using it. And if it's an introductory offer, everybody wants to try the introductory offer. Third point says selective distribution and attractive discount to dealers. Yes, some dealers are given some kind of distribution, the discounts. They love to purchase those products on where they get more discounts, and more discount means more profits to the dealers. Fourth point says removing technical and other deficiencies in the product. The deficiencies, any technical problems were there in the product, that has to be removed. Technical problems have to be removed, and thus they will be more acceptable by the consumers. Fifth point says skimming the milk pricing policy. Skimming the milk pricing policy, though we will study later on more, but here it means high price to recover promotional cost. Please mark this. If you have the book, and when you get the book, you please take care that skimming the cream pricing policy means first higher prices are there charged to recover the heavy promotional causes during the initial period. So these were the strategies. Second stage is talking about if we see the second stage, here the product is moving, comes to the second stage. It is called the growth stage. Growth stage, the very word itself, demand and sales grow rapidly. There is the demand also and it is growing. Distribution is widened, competition increases and price falls. Here what happens is, when by this growth stage time, the product is well known to the market and now the growth is there, the sales is growing, distribution is widening, but remember, now the competition increases. Other competitors were eyeing on the new product and thus they came to know that this product is doing well, and they will catch hold of that product, and that thus what happens, ultimately the prices will fall. Focuses, now promotional focus shift from buy my product to buy my brand. Now there, because of the competition, brand comes into picture, not only the product. Now the focus is, the companies are focusing or promoting the focus on buying my brand. The firm expands sales by increasing market share in the existing market by entering into new markets. The promotion expenses, remember, the promotion expenses will always remain high but fall as a percentage of sales turnover. Therefore, profit will rise. In some case, major improvements may take care in the product. But in the growth stage, there are some strategies so that may be adopted during the growth stage. First one says heavy advertising to create brand image and to stimulate stage. My dear student, why heavy? Because of competition. Plenty of competition is there. As I said, competition increases in this stage, so heavy advertisement is required. Number 2 point says expanding distribution of channels to make the product available wherever demanded. Because if you do not expand your distribution channel, then there are other competitors, and they will bring, and the market is there, the demand is there. And if you are not doing this strategy, not expanding your distribution channel, others will come and flood the market with their products. Third point says introducing new version of the products to cater to the needs of different types of customer. Yes, new versions, new types of product has to be there available to cater to different types of customers. You cannot stick to your brand or to your product only, but you have to bring different versions of that product. Keeping the price at competitive level. Yes, there is competition, so you have to see the price are in competitive level with your competitors, and great emphasis on customer service. This is one of the key points in the growth stage. You have to see how you serve your customers. If you are serving the customers well, your product, your brand will be demanded again and again. Third stage is talking about the maturity stage. During this stage, sales continue to grow but at a decreasing rate. See the rate, maturity, it is increasing, but the rate is going down. Competition increases further and markets gets stabilized. By a maturing stage, every product, every brand is now stabilized. Competition is still there and increasing day by day, and product is known all over the market. Now everybody knows about the product, and a third level, low income group may emerge. Due to competition, prices are reduced, but promotional expenditures remain high. Because as I just said, promotional expenses will not come down because advertisement is higher and higher and higher day by day. And because of the competition, promotional expenditure cannot come down. Manufacturers, as a result, profit decline. Profit will come down because they have to bring the prices down. As a result, profit decline and marginal producers are forced to go out of the market. And thus what happens is some very poor types of producers, they will be forced to leave the market. Manufacturers broaden their lines and new models of the products are introduced. The same manufacturers will bring out new models. Supply exceeds demand for the first time. Please mark it. Supply exceeds demand for the first time, because every competitor is trying to bring new models. Just now I said new models, new version of their types of product. There is no possibility of increase in sales, and sales come is leveling off. For products of long run demand, maturity stage may last for a long period. But sooner or later, product demanded starts declining. As you see from here, it reaches the top but starts declining. If you see the graph very clearly, it is coming down, started coming down, and there is no possibility to increase at that time. The stage is characterized by products differentiation, product improvement, and identification of new market segments. But here there are some strategies given for maturity stage to lengthen the maturity stage. How can you lengthen the maturity stage? First one, differentiating the products from competitive products. Yes, you can lengthen the maturity stage of your product when your product is different or maybe unique. Different means here a unique feature is added to your product and it is a distinct feature with a distinct feature, and thus your product will be demanded. B is focusing on brand image. Yes, you have to see what brand and what image your product is giving in the market. Extending the warranty period, lifetime warranty for typewriter, for example. Sometimes your product is a typewriter and if you give a lifetime warranty, and thus your maturity stage will continue. Introducing reusable packaging. If you have started introduce reusable packaging. Next point, developing new markets, and next is finding new users of the product. If you try to give the new users of the same product, and thus it becomes it will lengthen the maturity stage. If you remember, we have known about a product called for burns earlier. What was that? It was Boroline was used. Boroline sometimes were used for cuts and wounds, and now it has been used as an antiseptic cream which can be applied throughout the year. Earlier something were for wounds and for cuts, but now it has been declared as antiseptic cream which can be used throughout. Alright. Fourth stage, as we come to the fourth stage called the decline stage. The word decline itself is telling us that this stage product is gradually replacing by a new and a superior product. That means product is trying to replace. It is going out and giving chance to new product or superior product because maybe there is a change in buyers' buying behavior. When it is going out means the sales fall down sharply and promotional expenses have to be reduced drastically. Now when sales is going down, the promotion expenses have to be gone down and the expenditure has to reduce drastically to minimize loss, because sales is less and you still want to have more promotional expenditure, then the loss will be very, very high, and thus to minimize the loss, the promotional expenditure has to go down. The emphasis is on efficient distribution at lowest cost. Unless new users of the product are found, the sales may decline rapidly and the product may soon go out of market. But there are some still strategies which may be used to avoid sharp decline in stage. Yes, it is declining, but the sharp decline can be stopped or may be reduced. Number one says, new features may be added to the product. New features. For example, if I say, Surf Excel will clean the clothes, and now new feature is added that Surf Excel will not only clean the whatever the dirt is there, but it will now also clean whatever the dirt comes out with the beetle, because people are eating today pan. A lot of pans are eaten, and thus this beetle or pan, if the spots are coming on the dress, that can be washed out. This is the added new feature, and thus this people will definitely come, and that the decline will stop or maybe reduce with a new feature. Economy models of yes, small sachets may be introduced to revive, to be there in the market. Small sachets, because big things are not allowed, big bottles or big the units are not taken care of, so small sachets are used. New and attractive packing. Yes, packaging is something where it keeps on attracting new customer or attract customer. Selective promotions may be adopted to reduce distribution cost. Fifth stage says about the last stage is the abandonment. The word abandonment says most persons shift their attention to other products. That means gradually the product is phasing out. They abandon the product in order to make better use of their resources. Now firms, they know that there is investing in the same product will be a waste, so they abandon means leave the product, because they want to use the resources far better in a new product, and they want to invest their money in a new product and not on a dying product. Preference of consumers may change and new innovations enter the market to take the place of abandonment product. Some firms try to postpone abandonment by introducing new models and unique features. Some firms try it out. In case of heavy loss and no future, the firm may sell out and merge with a stronger enterprise. My dear students, that is the end of the product. The product has gone, but last chance the firm may take by postponing the abandonment by introducing new models. And then what happens is, the concept of product life cycle has important application on business firm. First, the concept highlights that sooner or later product will die. First of all, remember, though which is born will die, and management must develop new product to maintain sales revenue. Second, the product cycle concept shows the expected sale volume and margin profit for new product at various stages in its life. Third, the concept serves as a framework for taking sound marketing decisions at each stage of the product life cycle. And fourth is, the product life cycle points out the need of significant and periodic stages adjustment in the marketing strategies or marketing mix of the firm. So my dear students, product life cycle offers some advantages. We will study first one, when the product life cycle is known, the firm can prepare an effective product plan. Number 2 says, management can take advanced steps before the decline of the product. And third one says, the maturity stage can be extended by finding new uses of the product. And fourth says, technological improvement can be adopted to improve the quality, features and design of the products. Today we have learned about the 4 stages of the product life cycle, and we have seen today the product life cycle, and all the 4-5 stages we have discussed. And here we will now study different topic called the pricing strategies, which we will discuss in our next lecture. Thank you.